people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, or IDD, often feel isolated and excluded. Nobody likes to feel that way, especially when it comes to school.
So joining us now from Best Buddies of Wisconsin to help kids find meaningful friendships with their peers is Leslie Dess, along with 2 student leaders, Lizzy Balsiger and Ava Lemke. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I think a lot of people have heard of Best Buddies, but if they haven't, they need to know about it. So how do you describe Best Buddies to people who aren't familiar with it?
Sure. So Best Buddies is an international organization that matches students with intellectual and developmental disabilities with students in general education. And it gives them an opportunity to foster meaningful friendships, impactful friendships that they normally wouldn't have the opportunity to foster.
That is wonderful. Now, are you in high school or college?
Yes, I'll be a senior.
You're going to be a senior in
Yes.
high school. And what about you?
I am going to be a sophomore in college. I go to Concordia University of Wisconsin.
Okay, so how long have you been involved with Best Buddies?
I've been involved since my freshman year of high school.
Nice.
And I have been involved since my sophomore year of high school.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And who are the buddies that you work with?
Sure. So my buddy is named Tatiana.
Because you get one buddy, is that how
Yes.
it works?
Yep.
Okay.
So you're paired with one buddy. And her name's Tatiana. She has Angelman syndrome, which means she's confined to a wheelchair and unfortunately nonverbal, but that's definitely made me so aware of nonverbal communication, and yeah, it's just opened a whole new world to my life.
bet.
And she's totally amazing. So.
How about your buddy?
So we get our buddies from the community. So we have a Bethesda College at school that is a program for individuals with disabilities to have the college experience. And then we take individuals from Portal and other organizations in our area. My buddy, her name is Becca. She's in her 20s. She is such a light in my life. I think she's watching right now. Hello, Becca, I love you so much.
Oh, that's so cute.
But it's not just being friends with someone with special needs. It's genuinely a friendship, and she does more for me and supports me way more than I could ever do for her.
Cute.
So cute.
That is fun. What kind of activities do you guys get involved in when you're doing Best Buddies? What do you promote people to do?
Sure. So, Ava and Lizzy, they're leading our school chapters. So they are putting on monthly activities, things like bowling, movie nights, really fun social activities. But then at our state office, we also put on a larger programmatic events. So things in the fall, what we have coming up, which is a Jump for Inclusion, which is really fun. We go to Sky Zone and we have a trampoline night, which is really great.
That's cool.
Which is very fun. But really the goal with these activities is just doing things that students that would normally be doing. So going to football games together and just really fostering those safe and inclusive environments for all students.
Well, we have some sound, some video from some college buddies, both the buddy and the person that she's paired with. Let's hear from them.
Hi, my name is Devin. I'm Leah. Yeah, we're Best Buddies pair. I'm a student at Concordia, and we got matched with the Best Buddies Club there. For fun, we like to watch movies. We went bowling last night. What else have we done? What do you like to do? I don't know. You don't know? Movies? She likes movies. What's your favorite movie? Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia. We watch Mamma Mia a lot.
That is so cute. I love that movie too. That was adorable. You can tell that true friendships are formed from these relationships. And it's interesting that you say how much you get from it. But I think this spirit of inclusion and not just tolerating people, but welcoming them and making them feel a part of your life and a part of their school is a huge gift to both people.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. If somebody doesn't have a chapter in their school, how do they get it started? Because I could see high school students, college students saying, I want to be a part of this, but it doesn't exist yet. Can you start it in your own school?
Absolutely. So we have 62 chapters currently across the state, but we have, we're actively growing that. So if you're interested, we have a whole team at our state office that is, ready to work with administrators, work with students and teachers and parents, and get that program set up at the school level.
And can you stay active in Best Buddies even once you're out of school?
Absolutely.
Yes. So our state, and it makes me so happy to know we actually have something called a citizens program. So once an individual sort of ages out or gets a little bit too old for the right fit for a high school or college program, we actually have a citizens program where we pair our individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities to people in their communities. I know my mom is actually quite interested in doing this and having her buddy, and we might go on, buddy double dates and get our nails done or something. But it's a great opportunity. I know so many schools have resources for individuals under the age of 21, and we're starting to create and foster those inclusion environments for individuals older.
Very cool.
Wonderful.
Do you try and match buddies age similar?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
So we have some things that we like to recommend. So similar age, just to foster those meaningful connections. Similar interests, first and foremost, that's like really, really important. You want to make sure that everyone, has those similar things that they like to do. And then like location, so matching it within the school and things like that. So yeah, so we really do try and foster those connections.
Pretty
Wonderful.
cool, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much, all of you, for being here. You got some great events coming up. If people want to find out more, because you mentioned the Jump for Inclusion, there's lots of other Champion of the Year, Sunday Stories with John McGivern, which is so cool that he's part of that. If you go to bestbuddies.org/Wisconsin, you can find out about events, but also, as Tiff mentioned, some schools don't have a Best Buddies program, so you can find out about that and starting a chapter at your school. Great to see all of you.
Guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Keep up the great
Thank you.
work.